Do you think you can't get started on your next project or even as an entrepreneur at all until all your ducks are in a row? That's what we're going to talk about in today's Weekday Wisdom. Hi, it's Carma Spence, the Own Your Awesome Mentor, and happy Valentine's Day. Today we're going to talk about the seventh and final Mind Goblin that says, I can't get started on this until all things are perfect. Here's what I had to say. Today, I'm going to talk about how to vanquish this silly notion that I can't get it done until everything is perfect. Well, my friends, that is perfectionism to a T. And the problem with that is that if you wait until everything's perfect, it's never going to get done. It's like waiting to have a child until you're in the right neighborhood, or waiting to go to grad school until you have all your money laid out, or waiting to write a book until you know everything you want to say in it. Sometimes you just have to go with where you are now. Just go with it. And you can always improve along the way. And that's especially true with information products. I did a video that talks about how to find time for creating any information products by starting with a mini ebook. The thing is, you can start small and build up from there. When it comes to teaching other people information or sharing information that will help them learn something, you only need to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of them. You don't need to know everything there needs to be known about that topic. So you need to start now. If you've got the excuse, well, I'm not a perfect writer, that's what editors are for. I would have never become a writer if I had let that kind of mentality get me, because I was horrible at spelling. It was so hard just to pass a spelling test. And it turned out that had a lot to do with my dyslexia. I just turned letters inside out and upside down. Spelling was just very challenging, and sometimes it still is. And sometimes I know how to spell a word, but when I type it, all the words go inside out and backwards. I'm like, that's not how it's spelled, and I have to go and retype it. If I let those little imperfections about who I am and how I work get in the way of what I'm trying to accomplish, no one would be able to benefit from the information I have in my head. I would keep it all to myself. And when you do that, when you wait for everything to be perfect before you get started on something, basically what you're doing is gift hoarding. You have gifts that other people are waiting for you to give. And by waiting until everything's perfect, nobody benefits. You don't benefit because you're beating yourself up because you're not perfect. And the people you were meant to serve don't benefit because they don't get your stuff. I recommend that you read this book. I've mentioned it in a previous video called The Perfection Deception. It goes through all the different things that cause perfectionism, how perfectionism is expressed, and it gives some fairly solid ideas on how to deal with it. But ultimately, don't wait until everything's perfect. Start now. If you're not ready to create an online program, write a book. If you're not ready to write a book, write a mini book. If you're not ready to write a mini book, write an essay, write a blog post. Start. And as you get stuff done, you'll be surprised at how it starts snowballing. In fact, blogging is a great way to start because you only need to write 200 to 300 words at a time. And there are a lot of books that were basically blog posts put together, massaged, and organized. My book, 57 Secrets for Branding Yourself Online, started off as blog posts. There are 25 copies left, and I can autograph them if you contact me directly if you're interested in that book. It's a good book. It's just out of print because the publisher decided that that particular line of books they were doing wasn't doing what they wanted to do, so they canceled it. Anyway, don't wait until everything's perfect because number 1, it will never be perfect. And number 2, you'll never start. Start now where you are at now. Because where you are at now is exactly where you need to be, and it's just fine. So start doing what you want to do now. If you are suffering from perfectionism, you really are suffering, even though you may not realize it. You are stopping yourself from enjoying life to its fullest. Please work on not being so perfect. We'll all love you anyway, just as you are. Well, I hope you got some value out of today's clip. This is Carma Spence, the Own Your Awesome Mentor, reminding you to don't box yourself in. Spread your wings and fly. Because you, yes, you right there, are capable of more than you know. And if you liked this video, like it on YouTube and Facebook and wherever you found it. Comment below. I want to hear from you. What did you like about this video? Do you have anything to add to the conversation? Do you have questions that you'd like me to answer in future episodes of the Weekday Wisdom? Put those in a comment below. I really want the weekday wisdom to be something that you value and look forward to watching. And I can only do that if you join in the conversation.